Hey everybody, this is Regan and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to take a look again on this recently released figure of Hot Toys, and this is none other than Wolverine from the Marvel X-Men Comics edition or version by HONÅ Studio, crossover or collaboration with Hot Toys, 1/6 scale collectible figure. And before we start, if you're new here to our channel, please consider to subscribe and press the notification bell as well if you want to get notified once I upload a new video, especially Hot Toys. Okay, without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so even though I did already some live stream session with you guys about this figure, I'm still gonna share with you guys some high resolution video clips, that I took recently about this figure, so you can still decide whether to get this or not. Okay, now first, let's take a look what's in the box. I like the art box of this figure, especially the packaging. I think it's pretty neat, very standard and very straightforward, packaging, and the print looks good as well. Inside the box, we got the backdrop holder, although I didn't use the backdrop because I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking to put a different, print on the backdrop, and also I might not gonna use it because again, it might gonna eat a lot of space, especially that height, And if you are looking for the instruction sheet, the top part of the art box is actually the instruction sheet, which is I find it really cool. So if you're not familiar with the figure, you should check this out. First up, with the main packaging, we got 2 pieces of extra joints. Next up is a pair of interchangeable hands with adamantium claws. And then next up right here is 2 pieces of extra interchangeable lower face sculpt with different expression. And then right here is the main figure, Wolverine, absolutely incredible. And then next up right here is 2 sets of Wolverine splash effects that we're going to attach to the Wolverine claws. And then lastly, the stand or tin base for this figure with the crutch holder. This interchangeable lower face sculpt is actually really easy to remove from the head sculpt. At first, you're gonna be annoyed on how to remove this lower face sculpt, but once you find the right spot, it's just underneath the head sculpt. You're just gonna push it back, and then that's it. It's very easy. These splash effects or accessories are kind of scary to attach on the claws because the claws are only made out of plastic material and not die cast. I wish it is die cast materials. And then the gaps in between that splash effects are kind of small, so when putting that effects on the claws, you have to press it harder. Of course, you're gonna grip the claws a little bit harder as well. Then you feel like you might gonna break it. Just be careful, on putting that. But then once you attach it, like beautiful, it's fantastic. And for the articulations, I think it's great. I didn't see any issue or problem whatsoever. I find it really impressive, especially the joints. Like, it's so tight, you could really feel the tightness there. Although I know this is still a new figure, but you could really tell that it will last longer. I mean, like, not just only like it will last longer, but you will really enjoy posing this figure. It will hold up to some position, especially some dynamic poses. However, I could only give like probably around 95%, not perfect. The 5% is like, I would say, like there's still some room for improvement. So if they're going to do, or if they're going to make another version of Wolverine, probably, for sure, especially brown color version, that's more classic as well. So if they're going to do another version of it, then they should find that parts that we could do more, for especially dynamic poses. But I enjoyed so much posing this figure, but I'm just saying, like, maybe in the future if they're going to make another version. But overall, the articulation and the range of motion is absolutely incredible. Okay, so now let's take a closer look on the details. I'm gonna start off from the boots. These boots are made out of hard plastic material. I actually thought it's a softer, but maybe that's their idea. I think that's fine, not really a big deal. But I saw that the texture of the overall boots is kind of rough. it's not smooth like one straight smooth boots, but this one kind of like it looks like inside there's a lot of stones, like kind of like wavy form. I don't know why the design is like that. I don't know. Just comment down below if I'm wrong or not. Because this one is a comic version. It should be like a very straightforward, a simple, like smooth, like details. But this one, and it's okay for the paint application. The paint application is fine, like kind of like a glossy paint. But with that extra like I don't know, like it's okay to add some crumpled effects, but not too much. Like overall look, like it has some something inside of the boots. And then of course the joint on the ankle, it's so visible, and of course some holes with that kind of like screw for the toe articulation is kind of like not that really good, in my honest opinion, in my personal honest opinion. But then overall the boots is okay, it's fine. But I'm just saying, like, again, just comment down below if I'm wrong or not. It's not that really good. And the overall yellow suit is actually pretty good. The texture looks pretty durable. This one is made out of fabric canvas material with a touch of rubber feel, kind of like that. So it's like a lot of mixed media on this suit. And I feel like it's durable, it will last longer. It's good thing, like, they do this kind of material. Otherwise we're gonna have a hard time, probably on doing some poses. And this one is kind of like, I feel like kind of prone to stain, so just be careful. Again, make sure to always wash your hands before playing with this figure. But those extra black details or patterns are actually pretty nice and very proportioned as well. And if you look at the brief armor or kind of like underwear suit, I think the texture is much smoother than the boots. I think it should be like that, kind of like that. Even the belt, there's just a little bit of crumpled parts, but also the same. The texture is the same. But when you look at the shoulder armor, the paint application and texture is very straightforward and smooth. For me, in my personal opinion, it should be like that. I don't know. Again, comment down below if I'm wrong or not, or maybe probably you think the same thing too. But then again, it's just my opinion. I'm just saying, like, it should be like that. The texture. I am really impressed with those seamless arms. It looks absolutely incredible, especially with those muscle details, those sculpted, muscles, like absolutely beautiful. The size of it, I think it looks pretty accurate. What I'm saying, like very Wolverine, and then those hair details is absolutely incredible as well, because it looks real to me, especially when even when close up. If it's close up, you could really tell it's just like a marking of a line, a black line. But this one, it still looks like realistic to me. So I would say, like, it looks absolutely beautiful. And for the adamantium claws, I think it looks good. It's pretty decent, it's pretty neat, especially the paint application, the details with that fist gesture as well. However, this is not, again, die-cast material, so I wish it is die-cast material. But if they made a die-cast adamantium claws, probably the price is going to be different, probably more expensive. But I think this one overall still fine. And then lastly, the head sculpt, I would say it looks very nice, very comic look, which is fantastic. I like the color, vibrant, especially the yellow color on the top, which is made out of hard plastic. So the color, I think it really matches to the suit. And then that black part, the black mask, which has that pointed ears, long pointed ears with the black eye cutout, with a white collar inside. I think it looks great. It looks pretty decent. The paint application, fantastic. And then the lower face sculpt, I think the texture, very comics, not realistic, but I think it's good that is very comics. Good thing that they added 2 extra facial expressions, so that way we could really play around with the look, especially of the expression of Wolverine. I think that's it. So my final thoughts on this Wolverine, by HONÅ Studio, I would say it is absolutely incredible. In my personal honest opinion, especially with that price point, I think it is a steal. It is a no-brainer if you are a fan of Wolverine, especially comic version. I think this is definitely a must-buy, a must-have figure in your 1/6 collection. But if you're not happy with some, I don't know, some flaws, but I don't think so. I mean, like with that price point, if you're going to compare to other what's this like version of Wolverine, especially from the sideshow, I think this one is way better. I mean, like especially the price point, you could easily get this one for sure. For sure, a lot of you are enjoying this figure already, and then yeah, I mean, like overall, this figure is absolutely beautiful, you know. And then I can't wait for more, especially X-Men, you know, figure that they're going to make, you know. I mean, like HONÅS, you know. So yeah, I think that's about it, guys. And let me know what you think about this figure as well. Feel free to comment down below. And if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, until then, see you on the next one. Peace.